Hello everyone. So this is the first video of the tutorials for anyone that hasn't learned Java yet. Most of the people now are learning them in school, and some are learning them by birth. Um, and lazy asses like me will keep learning until their death. So okay, without any delay, let's see what we need to first we need what are the apps or applications that we'll need to practice Java or things like that. So first is we would be needing a development environment. A development environment is something where you get to write a program, and then you get to work on it. Like if there are any bugs or things like that, you need to this development environment tells you where in which line of code exactly the error is. So this comes in very handy when you're trying to test your code and trying to run it without any errors. So first, you know, first you need to know how to set up this IntelliJ IDE, because that is primarily what we would be needing to develop. That is we would be writing our code in here, and along with that, you'll have to download some Java files from Oracle website. I have shared you a link in the description. Uh, to for setting up IntelliJ IDE for practicing Java programming. I mean, let's get into it. There are many videos that have gone into how to set up the application and things like that. So I won't. I don't want to go into it. And also I'm lazy, so I don't want to install the application that I have and install it back for you all. I just can't do it. So okay, to all the dummies that haven't yet learned Java programming and they are yet to learn. So once you install IntelliJ IDE, you won't find these three things. I'm too lazy to delete them either. So don't expect you know a lot of neatness from me. So but I will explain in a way that is understandable to the most uh, dumbest ape on the planet. So the dumbest ape on the planet is a giraffe, so don't worry. So okay. So here, once you install the application, you wouldn't find all these things one after installing and setting up. So go to a new project, click on Java, and then click on next, uh, and then yeah, and then you need to select this checkbox, then next, and then name something like lazy Java, something like that. Package is something that you can define on your own, like uh, so let's say com dot lazy dot java. So here you have your environment to write a program. So this is the package, or this is the package where all the components of your program will be stored. Okay. Now, I won't explain you these right now. So let me tell you how Java programming is done. So, say if you want to construct a building, uh, let's to create a new, we need to create a new, something like main.java. Go to the create a new Java class. I'll tell you what class is, don't worry. So say that it's a building or something like that. So the IDE gives you automatically, it gives you a class of building. um, so in here, so how Java programming is done, uh, the basic structure is that first, within the project or the package, you will have a class, and then within the class you will have a method, and then within the method you within the method you have the functionality, or the main function, how whatever the function, how to run the program, or how to do a certain task. Say if you're constructing a building, so say if you did civil engineering instead of all these meaningless electronics and communications, computer science. uh, I don't know what to tell to you if you have done your computer science and you're still watching this video. Uh, okay. So for to build a building, we would need a blueprint. It's not like you can just build it out of nothing. So first you define you define certain methods, right? Like you have to build a slab. There is a separate team that mixes the cement. There is a separate team that looks after all the material. So so within the class of building, we'll have uh, we'll have all these methods where, say first would be slab, cement. Okay, cement mixing. This is a method within the class. And then say pipelines. This is a method. And then say you know and then what do they do to build a building? uh, okay, and drainage lines, that go into pipelines. Okay, building a slab, electricity. Please don't. Okay, yeah. So within these methods, say you assign different, compare this to real life. You assign separate teams to take care of cement mixing, a different team for pipeline, slab work, electricity. And then once all of these people, if once they work together, once they work independently, and once we combine all these things, we get something called a building. Okay, the building is the class. All these are methods. And within the methods, you can't just assign a team and say, okay, cement mixing team, give me your end product. No. So what you have to do is, you have to you have to give them, you have to tell them what their work is. You have to assign them their work. So what you do within this method, sorry, so within this method, what you're going to do is, uh, you say that in cement mixing is, you say that the first step is, take some cement, and the second would be take some water, mix both. Okay, so this is this is the functions that is done in the method of cement mixing. And for the pipelines, take pipe take a few pipes. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay, then you say, uh, you know sort by material. If it is a if it is a iron pipe or a plastic pipe or a pipe made of leaves, uh, and then subsequently I cannot write the limits of my brain have reached for these two methods. So use your own creativity to write the methods for slab and electricity. So these are the limits of my brain. So that's the thing. Uh, so this is it. This is how Java programming is done. First, you create a public class. Create a class called a building. Okay, and for this building to be built, you need a few methods. Methods called cement mixing, pipelining, slab work, electricity. And within each of these methods, you need a function. You need a function to actually do the cement mixing, how to do the pipelining, how to do the slab work, and how to how to get the electricity running. So this is how Java programming is basically structured. Uh, it's okay. I hope you understand this. You have understood this. I mean, if you don't understand this, I don't know what will make you understand. You can just write to me to my mail or comment on the channel. Like, yeah. Okay. So this is let's delete this. Is it delete? Okay. So once we created this project, lazy Java, we got this. So you ask me what is all this? So public class main. Uh, uh, the IDE automatically gave there's the name of this class as main. So you can also change it, or you can refactor it by going into refactor and name. So that's no issue. So this is the class, and what is this? This is the method, and within the method, let's write our first program, which is the generic. So to print out anything, uh, let's say, okay. So this is the basic, syntax to to print a statement within a Java program. So I mean, there are certain syntax, or there are certain procedures that you have to certainly follow for a say you're riding a vehicle. There are certain rules that you have to use your indicator. You have to maintain certain speed during certain lanes, and use specific lanes for your specific needs, things like that. So even in Java there are certain rules. The rule is that uh, this main class, it needs to be it has to open with this, what do they call it, yeah, open curly bracket, and closed with an open curly bracket. And once you define a main method, or a method within the class, even that has to be opened with a curly bracket and closed with a curly bracket. And within these curly brackets, you have this function that you are expecting out of your program. Okay. So okay, where were we? So hope you understood why this is the basic syntax, guys. I mean, you have to write it. You have to, it's nothing. Just say public and the class and the class name. That's it. Public class, class name. And here, and the same thing with here also. Public, static, void, main, string of arguments. Okay. You can ask me why all this. I mean, what does everything or anything of this means? Now, I will tell you later on, because because we are all apes and we all have limits to our minds and our time. So I don't want to keep this long. Let's do it in the next video. But just remember this thing, that after the class you have a method, and from every method, there is an expected output. There is an expected uh, something out of the method. So uh, in the we have an open and closed bracket here after the method. Why? So we do not have after a class. Why? Because in a method we are expected to given the parameters like characters or integers or decimal numbers, and things like that. So but we do not need any parameters within this program. We just want to print a statement. Okay, we just want to print a statement that we do not want to be lazy and drunk. Okay, yeah. So let's run this program. Just click on this run. It's happening very slow. Okay, so you got the output. Okay, it's saying I do not want to be lazy and drunk. So that's it. You can modify here anything. You can just say I want to be lazy and drunk. Doesn't matter. So this is the basic structure, guys. So you have to use this. I mean, this package name and everything, you'll get from the IDE. So you don't have to worry about the package and things. This is the basic structure: class, method, and the functionality. Class, method, and functionality. That's it. And if you want to give any uh, if you want to give any more methods or use any more methods, you have to wait. I mean, you can't learn everything within a single video. So uh, go outside and do something better. Like keep your mind sharp, keep your body flexible, and running, because take the example of building. You have to build a flow. You have to build an algorithm that says, build this thing, do this thing, do this thing, and how to combine a few things, and in the end product you need a building. So everyone can write their own methods to build a building. But what is the most efficient way? What is the most economic way of building a building? That is the person, that is the code that matters the most. So it's a very mentally challenging process. Programming is a very very mentally challenging process. So you have to keep your mind sharp. And I'll just share a link of this video, uh, how coding, writing, and music can change your brain and keep you sharp and things like that. So I'll share it in the description. Okay, so get off your lazy asses and do something better, because once you're 25 and 26 like me, there's a lot to regret that. Okay, let's do it another time. Thank you. How to end this? Control and